'Twas the week before Christmas, and I realized it has been a very long time since I made cookies for Santa Claus. So I pulled in the experts so that we can make Billy's first Christmas extra special this year, maybe sweeten Santa up a little bit. I have Shams Muhammad. She's the cottage baker behind Brd Patisserie, trained with Nobu. Ginger Elizabeth, she knows what she's doing, and she says she has the perfect chocolate chip cookie recipe that she wanted to share with you. And you have some secrets you've already shared with me, really fascinating. So let's go ahead, let's start making these chocolate chip cookies, Shams.
So first, in a separate bowl, you're gonna put just normal AP flour. And then we're gonna put kosher salt. And we're gonna put baking soda, not baking powder. Baking powder is gonna puff up your dough, so you're gonna have thick cookies. And baking soda is gonna spread them. So we're gonna mix that together. And then, so your dries are done. And then in a different bowl, we have vanilla extract. And we're gonna put some butter in there.
And you melted it. Tell us about that.
So I melted it, so I'm not gonna whip this. I'm just gonna mix it together. Since time is doing the work for us, we don't really need to do that. You can get room temperature butter and do it also, but this just makes it easier.
Okay, you talked about time doing the work for you. Tell us what that means.
So flour needs to hydrate properly, and it's not gonna hydrate with just like 20 minutes or half an hour. So what I do with all cookie doughs is I make it a day ahead, and then you wanna let it sit 24 hours for the flour and the sugar and everything to like really marinate together. And then everything is hydrated, and then you'll just have like a really nice homogeneous cookie.
She compared it earlier as like marinating a steak. You wouldn't just put the steak in the marinade and then immediately cook it. The longer you marinate, the better. So same with the flour, which I had never heard of that before. And then finally, your chocolate chips. That's well, you have the eggs too. Sorry.
Yes.
I'm getting ahead of myself.
So I put in brown sugar and regular sugar, and then we're gonna put in well, that's my coffee. We're gonna put in 2 eggs, and we're not gonna put them in at the same time. We're gonna wanna mix in between.
Okay.
Because there's so much butter in there that you'll have a split dough if you don't mix it in between. But the egg yolk is gonna make your batter homogeneous.
Okay. And then as you're doing that, talk about why you're using chopped up chocolate rather than chocolate chips.
So you can use chocolate chips, but the thing is that they're very uniform. But with chocolate chunks, you'll get so many different sizes. So you'll get kind of like chocolate dust, bigger chunks, smaller chunks. So when you mix it in your dough, you'll just have a much better feel for your cookie. You won't have just parts with just dough. You'll have so many different textures all throughout one cookie.
Every bite's a good bite. Okay, and then you want chocolate with a lot of with a lot of butter.
Yeah, so we don't want to use something like Hershey's. Nothing against them, but the quality is just lower. So this one is a Calabao. You could use Valrhona. They're a lot better. They have more cocoa butter in it. It'll just taste better. It has a better mouthfeel. It melts in the temperature of your body. So as soon as you put it in your mouth, it'll melt. It just feels so much better.
Okay, so then you'll mix those together. You want to put it in the fridge, wrapped for about 24 hours?
Yeah, 24 hours, and then you're going to portion it out to 50 grams. You can either use a scale or a cookie scoop. And yeah, you just round it off, bake it, and you're done.
Oh my gosh, this is so good.
Thank you.
This is perfect. Truly, like every single bit of every single bite is perfect and chocolatey and wonderful. Hey, if you want the recipe, she is going to share with you. What you'll want to do is message her on Instagram, Brd Patisserie. We should have it on the screen right there, and she'll send you that recipe. And then you can make Santa very, very happy. I know Billy's already on the nice list, but I think he might get something extra special thanks to these. Shams, thank you so much.
Thank you.
And if you want to just order some baked goods from her as well, not do the work, you can do that as well. Just message her on Instagram. We'll send it back to you. This is amazing.
Thank you, Mom.
All right.
All right, friends, celebrate the season with a nice cup of Joe.
Yeah, Julissa Ortiz is live getting a bit caffeinated this morning.
Again?
Shocking.